All right, guys, internet is a fragile thing in the year of our Lord 2021, and balance between two equally matched teams can be thrown off as well. Chaosix, obviously the Baron fight was the big swing here. Do you think game two will be as close?
I sure hope so. Northern Storm played a pretty good game. Just losing that Baron was really unfortunate. I hope they don't take it to heart. Like, I mean, that kind of thing happens. But they were really competitive up to that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Although I wonder if it felt like they were competitive. Like they were down in kills. What, 8 kills at that point? Like, if you don't
Come on, guys. Sorry.
pay
Carry on.
attention, yeah, like it's hard to not just look at kills and say, hey, we're in the lead. Like
Mm-hmm.
their CS was better. They had more turrets. Like I wonder if it felt like they were behind the whole game.
Yeah, and there is definitely a psychology there also. If you're not paying attention to gold, or just kind of like the mentality of where your guys are at in terms of items and things of that nature, it's very hard to have the positive outlook on it.
Hmm.
And laughing at the instant anti-ban.
Not surprised. I learned my lesson earlier this split. It's like they don't want to play against it either.
And they take out the Vel'Koz as well. Vel'Koz, of course, was a very powerful part of Northern Storm's kit. But who's going to be the last man here? The Senna, really? So they leave all of Peach's previous power picks up. Just to
Yeah,
get...
I mean, right? They had what, 6 support bans last
Yeah,
game between the two teams?
something like that, yeah. And so
I mean,
Anivia just gets insta-locked. Well, insta-locked in quotes.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, at this point, they probably figure, I mean, Peach has been very heavily targeted and is still performing on whatever he picks. So why waste it, right? Just get rid of the brand of the Senna, two recent good performances, and just gamble on whatever else
but,
he
I
picks.
mean, you can say that, but, like, Zyra's still up. And Zyra,
Yeah.
I mean, can just carry by himself. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe their team comp won't necessarily call for a Zyra.
Maybe it's a bait.
Maybe it's a bait.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yep, they just grabbed the Morgana instead. All right. So a lot of artillery options. I mean, obviously, Gregosaurus could be playing this mid Morgana or something.
Yeah, it's just flex potential there.
Mm-hmm. We've had a lot of Vlad floating today.
I think it's a meme.
I mean, it's obviously a meme. I'm just not sure why.
Yeah, I missed the context of it. I just know that it is.
Maybe it's like because I said people aren't playing Vlad.
Oh, it could be. I think it's a meme against Greg though, for some reason.
Well, we have a
Anyways.
Sejuani pickup for Alonzi again, maybe to prove that he can in fact land an ultimate. Ooh,
Hey, he hit like 1 or 2
Alawi.
that game.
Nice.
That'll be interesting.
I'm here for it. Never enough Alawis.
Greg accidentally picked Vlad a couple splits ago. Okay. So he's memeing himself.
All right, so
Well, it's probably Alawi top lane, you think?
yeah, with a lot of the flexibility that we're seeing here, I like the Ornn ban because I mean obviously none of these champs are going top, so focus on what you know isn't filled. Could also maybe take an ADC off, but there is still some possibility that the Anivia is an ADC or something. And of course the Heimer ban is very cute.
I can appreciate that neither mid laner wanted to play that lane again. I feel that.
Alright, so 2 top lane bans here. Gotta find someone who's good against Alawi. That's what Eternal's got to flip through his Rolodex and see who comes up for fighting against Alawi. Maybe Jace?
Maybe. He's gonna try to play something tankier, right? So, I mean, maybe he just plays Set again.
The Tom Kench ban is interesting. Like, where do they think Alawi is going to go?
I mean, Van Hohenheim pulls out some really weird supports. That was my thought.
Well, we're already seeing some weird stuff here with a new pickup as well. So it's going to be support Fiddlesticks.
That's my guess. Could be flexed mid.
I have not seen support Fiddlesticks since the rework, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah,
If
definitely
that's the
works. It must be new jungle. I'm assuming it is. I mean, I guess it could go support as well or mid. There's a lot of flex there too. All right, back on the Set.
And why not?
Sure, it worked really well the last game.
All right. So yeah,
it was a bait.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming they lock it in.
Oh, they don't.
No.
They're just trying to make us all freak out. I figured if they were gonna go
Bad.
Zyra, they would have locked it in immediately, not just hovered it.
I could have been a really fun team comp though if they did lock it in.
Okay, so mid-show support Fiddlesticks
Maybe.
seems to be where we're going with this.
Let's see where they land.
You're not doing ADC
I mean, it could-
show. Get out of here.
It could be Caitlyn, Tristana mid.
So this is what
Okay,
happens
so-
when my internet goes out and the two teams get to just sit in lobby waiting for the next game for 10 minutes.
Yeah, they come up with some weird stuff.
And they're like, hey guys, let's have the ADCs be mid.
I mean, Tristana has been mid in the past. I don't think Caitlyn has, but I mean, as an answer to Tristana, maybe.
But
Nivea
Cho'Gath-
Morgana bot lane is going to be really hard to play into.
Okay.
They don't really have dive on the side of Northern Storm.
Yeah. They don't have a lot of they don't have much on the side of Northern Storm, honestly. This is like I said, this is your brain on bad spectrum. Don't do bad upload speed, guys. This is what happens.
I mean, I said I wanted some weird stuff from Northern Storm, and they certainly they heard me. This is certainly a weird draft.
I mean, I was on board until I saw the Cho bot. We have Idol suggesting that maybe there were connection issues, and so they picked the Cho by accident. But if you picked it by accident, you definitely still put it mid or something.
No, it's intentional.
It's got to be intentional. You would not accidentally pick a Cho and put him in the weirdest possible
I
position.
think, like, player motivations aside, I mean, they could just want to match Caitlyn with Tristana. I mean, it could be that simple. Like, if they're going to play Mage Bot on Phoenix, like, why not just match, right?
Oh, Idol's suggesting that maybe they couldn't swap in time. Maybe there was some issue there, since multiple people have been saying they've been in trouble with Spectrum today. So
Either way.
it'll make for an interesting final game. I don't know if it'll be a close one, though. I think
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Anything's possible. I think that it could get really scary if Northern Storm gets ahead, right? But I think if the teams are even, I think just the strangeness of the comp could lead to some trouble. Though, I mean, Caitlyn being mid means that she's going to get ahead early.
Yeah, assuming he doesn't get, dove by Elonzi at level 3 again. This time he's not playing the Heimerdinger. If he pushes out even a little bit, Sejuani's going to be, at his lane.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a lot harder for him to escape.
Well, I mean, fortunately, at the very least, he does have net, right? Which can help him kind of push out a little bit here. Top lane could be interesting. Alawi and Set, two durable titans just punching each other.
Yeah, I don't know how that matchup goes either. Like, could be a skill matchup.
I
Not
like
really
to.
sure.
I'd like to say it'd be really funny to see Set like trying to pile drive Alawi just right into all of her tentacles. Might be a
You actually
problem.
make an interesting point. Like, if Alawi goes in on Set and uses alt, Set could just alt out of the tentacles,
Hmm.
and then suddenly there's just no damage.
Set's abilities though do make him a little immobile.
True.
So if he gets hit by Test of Courage or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
he could easily get smacked by a tentacle
Hmm.
or five
Or 10.
or 10.
Probably 15
Well,
to take
let's
Set down,
fingers crossed.
unfortunately. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna give the skins to Northern Storm here. Matching Cho and Fiddle skins is not something I thought I'd see today.
Yeah, those are actually really solid. That's cool. I'll give it to them.
A couple of gentleman monsters out on the town.
So I think Phoenix could invade here. I feel like they have the better invade.
I mean, they do definitely have a bunch of stackable CC. There's no question about that. And I definitely need to have the game let me move the camera. There it is.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
You know
They're
what?
not 5-pointing. No, they're gonna go for it. Yeah, the Morgana bind. It's just too strong.
I think Fan will see this. It's just a question if he reacts fast enough.
Yeah. Or if somebody else pads funny. Like,
Okay,
they
so-
could hit him with the
Oh,
root here. Yeah.
There was that pathing.
Just like that.
Just you mentioned the pathing, and there it goes.
Just a quick stutter step to the left, and that was enough, unfortunately. He needed to flash it.
He needed to flash it, or he needed to just have the AI pick a direction and stick with it.
Yeah.
Minions have spawned.
Well, that's a really unfortunate start for Northern Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Set to get the kill. That's going to make top lane a little bit harder.
Yeah, a little bit. We'll see. I'm very interested to see. You know, we see Alawi so infrequently.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing how knowing how to play against it and seeing how it works is going to be very interesting. Ooh, the tentacles dance too. I never saw that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's funny.
It's actually a really cool skin.
Yeah, makes me think that we got the Arclight Vel'Koz with us still.
Yeah.
Daddy Vel'Koz is the tentacle spirit. You know, speaking about Alawi for a second, because, you know, nothing else worth talking about is going on in this game. There was a lot of talk when the Ruination event was going to start about how maybe Alawi would play a kind of a larger role because, you know, her deep sea god not being happy about the darkness and stuff like that.
Sure.
But, of course, that didn't happen, because why would it?
That didn't pan out.
Yeah.
That's rude on Fan again.
Yeah.
He's getting punished.
Yeah, bullying poor Fan. Good sidestep there on that binding, though. I think he's getting pushed back a little bit as well. Definitely early aggressive playstyle and potential team comp coming out of Phoenix here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep an eye on that bot lane. It's going to be really hard for Northern Storm to walk up for CS with bindings and icicles flying at him.
Bindings
As we
and
saw
icicles.
earlier, you know.
Oh my.
Oh my. Yeah, he took both and was down to like a quarter HP. Granted, he healed it back up because he's Cho'Gath, which is good. But
yeah, I mean,
you know, at some point they're just going to one-shot him, and here it comes.
That is the interest. Let's talk about the interesting thing about this bot lane. It has some good sustaining power to it, right?
Yeah.
Cho heals, Fiddle heals. Fiddle also has both of them have CC potential to chase off people who are diving in once they get enough levels for it.
Mm-hmm.
So there is some potential ability to sustain and synergize in this lane. The problem is they have to get to that point where they're able to live. And I don't think they're ever going to get there. At least not early enough.
No, it's post 6 for Cho'Gath, right? Like, once he can start stacking HP, he'll feel a little bit better. But then at that point, Anivia will have Egg.
Right.
So it's kind of hard.
Or just ultimate to the point where Ice is always going to be proccing.
Yes.
Not to mention stopping escapability with the wall. I mean, now that Anivia doesn't even have levels in wall yet. Once Anivia gets a level in wall, stun, binding, wall, you're never getting away.
No.
And we have been seeing some great flashes out of Northern Storm here, but you can only flash once every 6 minutes or whatever it is.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, you know, great flashes are only worth 1 life. And it'll be interesting. I think that's what we're all going off of right now, is it'll be interesting. Hickey still pushed pretty deep, keeping up relatively well in CS. This gold differential has been that first blood and hasn't wavered on that too much.
Yeah, he's out of mana again, though.
Oh, and gets caught. The ice wall is there, but they don't even see a reason to use it. Reasonable damage output from the Fiddlesticks in response. They do have the double silence in that lane also.
Yeah.
Eternal does
Not
get
enough,
hit by
though.
the Test of Spirit.
I mean, I know Cho likes to eat minions, but he shouldn't be eating Morgana Qs. That's just not a good way to stay alive, unfortunately. But it's so hard to dodge everything they're throwing at him. You're gonna get hit by something.
Yeah, you're gonna get hit by something is kind of a theme for a lot of both of these teams actually. With Alawi being the way that she is, you're gonna get hit by her tentacles eventually. You just can't avoid that. And you know, there's all the silences and knockups and stuff and fear. I mean, there's a tiny part of me.
Oh.
It's a very small part, but there's a tiny part of me that thinks that this team will be very good in team fights. If they make it that far. Because you'll have a Caitlyn who hopefully will be somewhat fed. You'll have a very durable front line with Nunu, Cho, and Alawi. And yeah, I mean, Hickey's gonna die here. Good flash.
Yeah.
And I mean, in clustered team fights, you have all of this knock-up and CC and the tentacle swarm and all that fun stuff. So there's potential there in that respect. Regasaurus also might potentially die here, but of course he's Tristana, so never mind. And
I mean, they have some good team fighting for sure.
yeah, they just need to get there. They need to get there. They
Yes.
need to not be down 7 kills. And we'll see if they're able to do that. So far, they're only down 3, and all of them were kills that either would have happened to anybody at level 1 there, or would have happened to the mid lane regardless. But at the same time, they could get this team comp without Caitlyn in the mid lane.
Right.
But we'll see what happens. Top side, Shaken is 2 levels up on Eternal, which is hilarious to me. Eternal's about to hit 6, Shaken's halfway to 8. And like, just there's
Yeah.
the Test of Spirit right there.
Huge CS gap. Top lane, he's really showing off on Alawi.
Yeah, the AoE tentacles just get so much done. Alawi's always been a champion that I wish I played, because I've always thought that she's just so interesting. But, you know, she also needs a lot to go right.
Yeah. Another Test of Spirit, good.
Yeah, gotta get that aggression
In
going.
range of the tentacles. Yeah.
And that's the big thing.
Kind of similar to bot lane here for Eternals. Like, don't get hit by the thing and you'll be okay.
Picky push by Gregosaurus over here. Reasonable trap placement, not that Tristana couldn't just jump over it. Van is close to 6. Hohenheim not close to 6. But able to throw things down like disruption effects like fear and such. We do have a big gank coming down here from a level 6 Nunu. Oh, great ice wall.
No.
Good root as well. They are all getting chased. Great flash in here. This could probably kill the Anivia. Mixlink's zoning off Peach. They don't quite finish it off, but they do now.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the feast was not available.
Yeah, no mana. That's really sad.
But that would have been a perfect feast target. So yeah, I mean, good ganks.
That was a
though.
good gank.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
great.
for sure. Want
And-
more of that.
Yeah, more new action. I think that this is one of those things where a good jungler can make the comp actually make sense.
I mean, yeah, Nunu's not going to do much later, so he's got to, you know, make do with what he has now, which is pretty solid ganking power. If he kept going bot, I wouldn't be upset.
I'd like them going back as well. Don't... Oh, but they get caught. Oh, they almost get caught by the snare there.
Oh, that was good.
I saw the snare and then the camera went away and I'm like, no, snare, come back. But
Lonzy's looking mid.
snare missed by pixels. Alonzi looking mid does have the Herald as well, which just pops
Yeah.
right away. Very interesting. I wonder if Hickey has the damage to kill it. He's gonna
They'll
definitely
almost
try.
get the full turret off of this.
Yeah, okay. So that's a good hit.
With Tristana, maybe.
Big damage on Peach, actually, here. Stopwatch
Yeah.
OP, call your congressman. Peach is gonna die. Good flash, actually, but
Good flash.
everyone's got flashes.
Consume? Oh, he flashed for it. That's... Okay. That's fine.
First turret
grant it
down.
that.
Hickey is probably going to die here, but there's a lot of turret damage. Regosaurus
Wait.
doesn't have the mana to jump back out.
Oh, that's... disaster.
Yeah, it resets
Good
on
play by Greg, but yeah.
resets on kills, but you gotta have the mana for it. Ah man, if nothing else, this Team Cup is making this a very funny game.
Yeah. Both of them.
So Dragon is
I like
available.
the kill
here.
on I like the kill on Peach bot. I'm glad Cho'Gath got the chomp on it.
I'm wondering which dragon these teams will want to see be the soul for this one. I mean, obviously, it'd be great for Phoenix to get some of that damage output. But, you know, I think that durability is, of course, going to be a big thing as well. Alright, so they steal
no.
the Ocean Dragon. Earth is going to be what our soul is. That's probably the best case scenario for Northern Storm. But we'll see.
I think it is, yeah.
Hohenheim doing a reasonable ult, but unfortunately just doesn't quite have it. Hickey not quite able to get much done either. Good route there by Fan, or on Fan, I should say. He's not going anywhere. Ash trying, or not Ash, God, what am I saying? Caitlyn trying her best, but just roots for days. Hey, LNZ lands an ult.
Yeah.
And that
Well,
was,
that
a,
was an unfortunate sequence for Northern Storm.
yeah, that was a lost dragon and 4 kills. 4 kills? Yeah, 4 kills.
Poor Mixlink. The consume smite left Dragon at I think 2 HP. Really, really close.
Yeah, I mean, the endless CC, as Chad is pointing out, is ridiculous from this team. It is absolutely absurd that they can stun, freeze, snare. Mixlink is here, though. LNC gets that good black shield. Great sidestep there by Mixlink. Very good awareness.
They don't have the damage.
Yeah, they really don't. And that's the other problem with Cho being bot, is that the ability to follow up just isn't there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Does have 2 kills, though.
Only 1 stack, though. He needs to be using that ult on minions.
Interesting flash there by Eternal. Shaken, I think an ult is called for here, but unfortunately gets pushed back. Very good slam under turret. Incredibly well
dang.
played by Eternal. Would have liked to see a ult from Malawi immediately there. But it looks like he did. Just didn't... They weren't close enough to walls to have much of an impact.
Phoenix making plays all across the map.
Mm-hmm.
This one's going a lot faster than the last game did.
Yeah. Thank you once again for the gift, Bromo Sapien. And I mean, this is the instance that we were kind of talking about where, like, the momentum starts going Phoenix's way. They have 9 kills versus 3. They're up 4,000 gold. And the people who need to deal damage aren't fed yet. Not that Caitlyn can't get there, but... Well, big ambush here. Unfortunately, Alonzi was waiting. They don't quite coordinate the stuns very well.
Huh.
Very unnecessary teleport here from the set, but at least it'll guarantee turret, I suppose, as all 5 members are down here. This is a good opportunity for Shaken to take the top turret, at least.
Yeah. There's no damage on that bot side.
See how much damage Hickey can get off on this turret. Probably not a lot.
He doesn't have an item yet.
He doesn't have an item, he also doesn't have a minion wave. And the 5-man adventure continues. Hohenheim might be able to get something done here if he is able to ult. Yeah, okay, here we go. Just in the area there, but he's just not durable enough. He needed to stopwatch there, but he didn't have it because it's OP.
Yeah.
Oh god, the turnaround snare.
Oh.
I mean, this is a team comp that I actually quite like because there is the never-ending CC.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so rough that it's against a team comp that's in this sort of state.
Yeah. And now that they got ahead early, Phoenix is gonna be really hard to stop.
Alright, so
they're 6K up already, 5.5. And like you were saying, all the CC they have, like the second they pick someone to die, they're just gone.
It'll be interesting to see. Oh, I like that test of. This is called Test of Spirit, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Test of Spirit. I couldn't remember if it was Test of Spirit, Test of Faith, Test of Courage. I think that. Oh, we missed the tentacle party. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Alan.
I saw it. Didn't respect the tentacle.
Gets him every time. I gotta wonder if there is, like I said, a team fighting opportunity here for Northern Storm if they get a good engage.
They need Alawi with them.
Yeah, they
Like
need
100%. They're not going to win without Alawi there.
Yeah, they need Alawi.
There's
with
a world.
them.
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say they need Alawi with them. They need Nunu in a good position.
Yeah, that's what I was going to touch on. Like, if Nunu gets a good ult and Alawi gets in there, I mean, they can win team fights.
They could win this fight
really
here
hard.
actually as well. Good damage output here. Gregosaurus killing Caitlyn. Alonzi very low. Mixlink actually takes a lot of damage here. Shaken going in on Gregosaurus misses what I assume was another test of spirit. Good snare there. Alonzi very low actually. Mixlink low as well. Alpha takes him out. Alonzi has to get chased off the map. Unfortunately, Gregosaurus just cannot be stopped. There's the ultimate at the last second. Peach is once again going to be possible tentacle food here. Oh! Snags the Anivia as well. Oh! Gets him again!
What?
Oh, what a god. Literally. Octopus god.
They just forget about it. Oh, that's hilarious.
That would have been 2 kills if Anivia didn't have passive. It's one of my favorite things. Oh god, that weak snipe. You hate to see it. Hohenheim and Hickey trying their best. I think they may actually be able to kill him just because of the silence and snares and all that other fun stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's possible. The problem is help's coming. Yeah, I mean, look.
Okay. No.
The kill was there. It's just that Alonzi showed up.
Yeah, alright. I was waiting for the set W to see if they could actually kill him. You know, that's the big turning point, of course.
Oh, Shaken doing that good combo. It did not end up going off, though, unfortunately.
Is he going to take a tentacle shot, though? Oh, no, it didn't go off
Yeah,
yet.
he's not hit by
Too bad.
the broken spirit of a sad man. Or sad pig, whoever spirit is getting tested at the time. So 8k gold differential. Ah, god, the CC chains continue. Test of Spirit misses, not that it would do too much.
Ouch.
Fiddle trying really hard, though. Alonzi is just so durable already, though. I mean, this is This is kind of like watching little kids get their lunch money stolen, honestly.
Something like that. Yeah, I mean, not much to say here. Just Phoenix doing Phoenix things.
Yeah. Phoenix doing well. I would say that Northern Storm is doing the best with the comp they chose to go in with.
Yeah.
Gregosaurus just being such a beast on this Tristana, though. Will they just win?
Might
here?
actually just end, yeah. No, everyone's up, though. They'll
Yeah,
stop it.
everyone's up. Once again, the Test of Spirit landing on Peach. Fear on the Shelly is kind of funny.
Peach has now eaten 3 tentacles. Just to keep track of that.
I mean, that's the most important thing to keep track of.
Yes,
I think.
tentacle count is at 3. I really like it's interesting watching Alpha on Anivia play around Mixlink's Nunu. It's like that wall is putting in work.
Oh yeah, it's kind of interesting how many different ways that Anivia can kind of counter a Nunu.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, like I didn't even think about using it to stop his ult, but it totally works. Huge 5-head play, and he's been really good at like keeping an eye on where Nunu is and what he's doing, and just throwing the wall up as soon as he shows up.
Yeah, throwing up the wall, stunning as well.
Yeah.
Eternal is soloing the entire team again, and now Alonzi is once again coming to help. Okay, so in the closest game of all time, Alonzi airballed every single ult. But in a Stomp Fest, he blind throws an ult over the wall.
He's playing with confidence. That's all it was.
Alright, Shaken. Can we kill Peach one more time with the tentacles?
You can do it.
He's gonna try.
Get in there with the ult.
Yeah, the ult's a good idea. Does do it right now, so tentacles everywhere. Unfortunately, because the Illaoi is not an overpowered character, the tentacles aren't actually doing anything. Turret's doing a lot, though. Alonzi almost dies.
Cho'Gath doesn't have flash for another probably 20 seconds.
Good silence there. They're dealing a lot of damage out here. Peach does get taken out by a Lovecraftian horror, not the one we wanted, though.
Hey, I just want to point out that they didn't ban 6 supports this time, and now Peach is feeding.
Yeah, I mean, that,
So maybe
is
that was the
interesting.
secret all along.
I'd also like to point out that Gregosaurus didn't die last game, but died once this game. So clearly,
Also
Cho bot is the secret to killing Gregosaurus. So let's all just keep that in mind. Ooh, reasonable attempt at a snipe, and if the Caitlyn had any gold under her belt. But literally 7k gold differential between the two ADCs.
Is it really?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, that's insane.
That's a thing. It's certainly a
I mean,
thing.
that's what 7/12 of the gold difference is just mid. That's pretty crazy.
Alright, so that was Soul as well. I think
Sure.
that I think that Phoenix should just group and push. Looks like they're gonna grab Baron just because.
Makes it easier to push.
I
They still can lose a little bit of in these fights, but yeah.
I am a little disappointed that this game my internet decides to be good with.
Right. Not as many particles.
Yeah.
You know.
Not as much action going on. There's a Test of Spirit, not really going to get too much done. There is going to be an attempt at a steal here, but Smite on point. Poor Mixlink gets caught out. Another Test of Spirit. Shaken does pull out the ult, though.
That's super good for Illaoi.
Yeah, that was a big ult. Nice attempt to get Alpha.
Yeah.
Didn't quite pan out, though.
That's was really illustrative of why people don't play Illaoi. Got the huge ult, and then everyone just walked away, and then nothing happened, and then Illaoi died.
I mean, I feel
Shortly
as though
after.
a change to allow it would have to be something like make her tentacles sort of like Heimer turrets or something, where
That'd be interesting.
they do still sort of attack, but you know, walls focus specifically. Good attempt by the Nunu ult, but gets interrupted, and in very decisive fashion, Phoenix wins 2-0.
That'll do it.
That will. I don't know if we want to look at the graphs, but let's look at the graphs.
They're pretty interesting.
I mean, Alawi with that damage output, that's what those big AoE abilities do, right?
Huge damage.
And obviously huge damage from Gregosaurus as well. 6 times the damage, roughly, of the Nunu. Not that Nunu is a big damage output person, but here we are. We'll take a look at the wards as well. Vision score is still reasonable. Again, I have huge respect for people who, despite the game going like that, they have good vision score. So, shout out to Hohenheim there for that. All right, so let's take a quick look at the standings. Obviously, they aren't updated, but we can see where we're at with those. So Phoenix is now resting at 9 points, so they are comfortably in second place. Blitzkrieg, of course, is at 12. So with option 12 versus 9 lives fighting here, 9 lives is currently out of playoff contention.
I don't think so.
Well, they're out in terms of if they don't win anything, they're out.
I think we can go 1-1.
Right, yeah.
If I remember correctly, yeah.
Yes, you can. I just mean they're out in terms of at this moment they are in 5th place.
Yep.
But obviously they haven't played yet, as you have so demonstrated.
No, I know.
So, option 12, 9 lives. Closing thoughts from someone who's about to play. What'd you think about this last set of games?
I'm glad they pulled out some weird stuff. Didn't go Northern Storm's way. They had a really good chance that first game. I know this was a rough season for them, but really glad they played it through.
Yeah.
I hope they come back stronger next split.
Yeah.
Love to have them.
Yeah. Very, very enjoyable games for Northern Storm. I mean, especially that game 1 in this first set. That was incredible. But, yeah. Stick around. Last set. Playoff deciding set. And, yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.